I really appreciate a lyric, and I appreciate a uniqueness with the lyric, and at a time when I think there's a lot of sort of formula and there's sort of a rigid quality to a lot of the lyrics, I personally jump on things that are out there and strange and unique, and there's a uniqueness, and it's still shaped pop, but it can work on its own. It can stand on its own as something sort of identifiable and different. When I started out, I remember I got an ASCAP award, and it wasn't a lot of money, but it instilled something into me, a confidence that I didn't have. It made me aware of the fact that I could do this and that somebody else recognized it. So I think this is probably, these are the most important entry points for writers, because this is a very tough business to permeate. And it's wonderful when somebody, sort of your peers, step up and say, you know, you can do this. It is completely obtainable, and you know, you have the skills to do it. So I love it. I think it's so important. To have your voice heard as a writer is one of the great challenges. And to achieve it, you have to have a stick-to-itiveness like no one in the world. You have to be tougher mentally. You have to be focused. It's almost like a martial art. You have so many layers to claw through. And it is constantly working on your skill set. It's working harder than the next person. It's dialing in whatever your genre, and understand lanes, understand genres, and understand, you know, if I want to be a pop writer, then you know what, I better be very cognizant of what else is going on in the world. I better be focused on it, and I better have a decent handle on what makes me different. Why do I stand out? And I'm going to push that through, and I'm going to push my agenda through. And it's very hard. It took me years to permeate as a writer. And for many years, I was somebody who was always on the periphery, but never got through. And then I found my voice. And there was a day that I remember distinctly realizing what my path was and what I wanted to say. And I began to get it. And it takes years to do that. And I mean, for some people, it takes a minute. But I would say, it's this just incredible journey, and you just have to be strong, and you have to be focused, and you have to love it, because it's not easy. Heart. A good songwriter is all about heart, and that heart can sort of manifest itself in many different ways, but it's about heart. You're speaking what is inside of you. Your being, your essence is coming out in, you know, 2 verses, 2 choruses, and a bridge, so you better slay it, and you better just channel everything you have and just put it out there. And that's what, you know, makes you stand out. You know, the best song ever written. Because he's my friend and sorry, let me say that again. Because he's my friend and he's my mentor, I would say the best song ever written is The Rainbow Connection by Paul Williams.
Wow.
Because it's perfect. It's perfect.
Can't be any better than perfect.
It's just perfect.